Got some new information tonight. More than $1 million worth of Nintendo Switch 2 video game consoles stolen from a Bennett truck stop. And the question still tonight, where are they now?
And many may be showing up for sale online here in the coming weeks. We do want to go live to Fox 31 Shaw Turner in Denver tonight with what security experts are saying about how to prevent buying stolen goods. Shaw?
Well, a lot of times crooks would sell stolen goods right out on the street corner, but now they are doing it online. So Fox 31 talked to a global security expert about how to make sure you don't end up with any hot merchandise.
Is the deal too good to be true?
That's the question to ask before buying anything online, especially if you're a gamer looking to buy a newly released Nintendo Switch 2. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office says 2,810 consoles were stolen from the back of a delivery truck at a Bennett gas station on June 8th. The consoles go for about $450 on a legitimate website like Best Buy, but Checkpoint Software global security expert Dave Meister tells Fox 31 after a theft of this size, many are likely to be sold on social media sites.
I think Facebook Marketplace is probably one of the most common. You still do see a lot coming through on eBay as well.
Fox 31 found eBay sellers are charging hundreds more for the consoles, but Meister says beware of unusually cheap deals.
If somebody's selling it again at 30-40% lower, but it's not through a reputable site like Best Buy or through the manufacturer's website, then it's probably not going to be legitimate.
He says high-pressure sales tactics are another red flag. Be wary of anyone who reaches out to you directly to sell a unit. And before buying anything online, check out the seller by doing a Google image search.
Utilize things like Google Images to do a reverse lookup, to actually look at people's profiles, start to look at the background of who are they connected with, have they posted anything previously. Looking at these types of indicators are generally going to give you a good understanding of whether they are legitimate or not.
And you also want to ask to see the serial number. You can find it on the bottom of the console, because what you want to do is you check that against Nintendo's list of stolen items to make sure what you're getting is legitimate. And if you think you have received a stolen item, definitely contact the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office right away. Shaw Turner reporting live in Denver tonight.
And developing this morning, video games are usually the place to live out a virtual heist. Now the roles are reversed as the Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office is investigating a heist of the newly released Nintendo Switch 2.
That's right. We're told someone stole thousands of consoles in a cargo heist. Each system's about $450. So the heist here totals more than $1 million. Fox 31's Jim Hooley live in Bennett this morning. Jim, I'm not going to lie. When I saw the lineup this morning on our email saying Jim's covering a Nintendo Switch 2 heist, I'm like, what in the world is going on here?
Yeah, you wonder what's going on, right? I mean, you're not talking about diamonds or high-priced watches that are stolen out of the back of a truck. We're talking about video game consoles. You know, this Switch 2, this is the latest thing, so they're worth a lot of money. And, you know, when it's all said and done, there was about 3,000 stolen altogether. So more than $1 million, almost $1.5 million worth of consoles. Not kids play out here at this truck stop just off I-70. Here's what's happening out here right now. Here's the latest on the investigation. The Arapahoe County Sheriff's Office says that the driver was hauling the video games in his tractor trailer truck from the Nintendo corporate headquarters, that's in Washington State, and he parked it here at the truck stop in Bennett to spend the night last week. The next morning, the consoles were discovered, ripped off, each and every one of them. So now the question for investigators is, did the thieves know exactly what was inside that truck?
To go in there and get $1 million worth of video games, somebody knew what was in that truck.
Now, the driver has told investigators he didn't know what was in the trailer. He only was told it was some kind of games or toys, and that was about it. The consoles were on their way. It's supposed to end up down in Texas as a big distribution center down there. So now they're going to end up on the black market, and they're going to be sold. You know, obviously somebody's going to make a lot of money off these consoles. Again, the hottest thing out there right now. Investigators are trying to find them. They're trying to find out whoever is responsible. They've set up a tip line as well, and that number is 720-874-8477. If you have any information whatsoever, give that number a call. In Bennett, I'm Jim Hooley, Fox 31.
Yeah. Pretty wild story. Yeah. Nintendo Switch 2 heist. But you're right, Jim, that's worth a lot of money there.
And you wonder if once you mentioned, once you connect the device, if it's trackable. You know, there's a lot of devices out there that possibly you could track down.
If they're going to know. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. But if you have any tips, call that number. Thank you, Jim.